Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the channel. Today, we're diving deep into one of the most fascinating topics in coin collecting, the 1999 P Mint Mark $quarter coin. This particular coin has attracted a lot of attention lately, and I'm going to explain why it's being called the $1 million coin, and why it's so valuable in today's market. Whether you're an experienced collector or just getting started, you won't want to miss this one. Historical context of the 1999 quarter. Before we talk about the value of the 1999 P Mint Mark quarter, let's first understand a bit about its history. In 1999, the U.S. Mint introduced a new series of quarters featuring different designs for each of the 50 states. This was part of a special program that ran from 1999 until 2008, where the quarter designs represented the unique symbols and landmarks of each state. The 1999 quarter was one of the first coins in the state quarter program. The design for this year included the famous Delaware quarter, which featured a picture of Caesar Rodney, a famous patriot who played a critical role in the American Revolution. The 1999 P Mint Mark quarter was minted in Philadelphia, which is why it carries the P mark on the front. The minting process and rarity. Now, when we talk about the 1999 P Mint Mark quarter, one of the key factors that determines its value is rarity. Most quarters you encounter in circulation are not rare. The U.S. Mint produces billions of quarters every year, and most of them are fairly easy to find. However, certain factors can affect the rarity and the market value of a coin, and the 1999 P Mint quarter is no exception. For the 1999 P Mint quarter, the number of coins produced was quite large. In fact, the U.S. Mint produced over 1 billion quarters that year. But despite the high number, certain versions of this coin are extremely rare, and those are the ones we're interested in today. The 1999 P Mint quarter has become a coin that collectors seek out because of its unique characteristics. Here's where things get interesting. You might be wondering, how can a coin that was once in widespread circulation and produced in the billions suddenly be worth $1 million? Well, it all comes down to an error that occurred during the minting process. There were a small number of 1999 P Mint Mark quarters that were mistakenly struck with a double die error. A double die error occurs when the coin is struck twice with the same die, causing a misalignment or doubling of the design. This results in the image or text on the coin being slightly duplicated or doubled. For collectors, this kind of error is highly sought after, as it makes the coin much rarer and more valuable. Now, not every 1999 P Mint quarter has this error, and in fact, only a very small number of them do. When these double die error quarters were discovered, they immediately began to attract the attention of coin collectors. In fact, a 1999 P Mint quarter with this rare error was recently sold for around $1 million at an auction. This incredible price point is a testament to the rarity and demand for these coins among collectors. So, how do you identify a 1999 P Mint quarter with the double die error? It's not as simple as just looking at the coin and hoping you find one. You'll need to closely examine the design, particularly the date and the lettering. On a typical 1999 P quarter, the design should be sharp and clear. However, in the case of the double die error, you'll notice a slight doubling of the numbers in the date or the lettering on the coin. This doubling is subtle, but with a keen eye, you can spot it. Look closely at the numbers 1, 9, and 9 in the year, as well as the word liberty and "In God We Trust." If you see any doubling in these areas, then you might just have a coin worth much more than face value. Now that you know what to look for, it's important to get the coin authenticated by a professional grader. There are companies that specialize in grading coins, such as the Numismatic Guarantee Corporation, NGC, and the Professional Coin Grading Service, PCGS. These companies can help you determine whether your 1999 P Mint quarter is authentic and whether it truly contains the rare double die error. Once a coin is graded, it will be assigned a score based on its condition, with higher grade coins being worth significantly more. A 1999 P Mint quarter with a double die error in mint condition can fetch upwards of $1 million or more, as we've seen in recent auctions. If your coin is in less than perfect condition, it could still be worth hundreds or thousands of dollars. The coin collecting market has changed a lot over the past few decades. Today, rare coins are seen as both a hobby and an investment. More and more people are turning to coin collecting as a way to diversify their investments, and certain coins, like the 1999 P Mint quarter with the double die error, have become valuable assets. The rise in popularity of rare coins can also be attributed to the increased interest in historical and limited edition items. Coins like the 1999 P Mint quarter are a unique part of American history, and their rarity, coupled with the fact that they are still technically legal tender, makes them highly desirable. While the 1999 P Mint quarter is certainly one of the most valuable, it's not the only quarter from that year worth looking out for. The other states in the 1999 quarter series, like Pennsylvania, New Jersey, and Georgia, also have some unique coins that can be valuable, depending on the minting error or condition. If you happen to have a collection of quarters from the 1999 series, be sure to check each one carefully. Some of these coins, especially those with minting errors, can be worth much more than their face value. For instance, coins with double die errors, off-center strikes, and other minting anomalies could be hiding in your collection, waiting to make you a pretty penny. If you've found a valuable 1999 P Mint quarter or any other rare coin, you may be wondering where you can sell it. Well, there are a few options. You can sell your coin at a reputable coin dealer, through an auction, or even through online marketplaces. However, before you sell, be sure to have your coin professionally authenticated and graded. This will ensure you get the best possible price for it. Auction houses, in particular, are great places to sell rare coins because they attract collectors from all over the world. Just keep in mind that auction fees can eat into your profits, so be sure to factor that into your decision. In conclusion, the 1999 P Mint Mark $quarter coin is not just a piece of currency. It's a fascinating example of how errors in the minting process can lead to incredible value. Whether you're a seasoned coin collector or someone just getting into the hobby, the 1999 P Mint quarter with a double die error is a coin worth keeping an eye out for. It could just be worth $1 million or more in today's market. If you enjoyed this video and learned something new, make sure to like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon for more coin-related content. And if you have any 1999 P Mint quarters, take a closer look at them. You never know what treasure you might find. We're diving into something extraordinary, one of the rarest and most sought-after state quarters out there, the 2000 P South Carolina quarter. If you're a coin collector or just someone curious about rare coins, this one might surprise you, especially when you hear about its incredible market value. Yes, you heard that right. This coin can be worth a staggering $1.1 million. Stick around as we uncover the history, the value, and how you can identify this hidden gem of a coin. In 2000, the U.S. Mint released a new series of coins, the 50 State Quarters program. This program celebrated each state's history, culture, and landmarks. The South Carolina quarter was the 8th in the series, and it features an image of the palmetto tree, symbolizing the state's importance during the American Revolution, and the beautiful crescent moon that represents the state flag. The reverse side of the coin also shows a beautiful rendition of the palmetto tree, which played a crucial role in the defense of Charleston during the American Revolution, and the Latin phrase Dum Spiro Spiro, meaning, while I breathe, I hope. Now, it's a beautiful coin for sure, but what makes it so special? Why has this quarter generated such a buzz in the coin collecting world? Here's where it gets interesting. While most of the 2000p South Carolina quarters are common, some have a very rare and distinct error that makes them worth a fortune. This error is known as the wide AM variety. You see, coins are struck by machines that sometimes make mistakes. In this case, the wide AM refers to the spacing between the letters and M in America on the reverse of the coin. Normally, these letters are very close together, but in some cases, a small number of 2000p South Carolina quarters were struck with a wider than usual gap between these two letters. This small but noticeable difference can mean a huge price difference for the coin, especially if it's in mint condition. So how do you spot a 2000p South Carolina quarter with a wide AM error? It's actually quite simple, and you don't need to be an expert to check. Grab your quarter and take a close look at the reverse side, where the word America is written. Look for the spacing between the and M. If there's a noticeable gap, like this, you've got yourself a wide AM variety. But remember, not all 2000p South Carolina quarters are like this. Most have the normal close spacing between the letters. So, if you find one with that wide gap, hold on to it. You might be holding a coin worth thousands, or even more. So why exactly is this quarter so valuable? Well, it all comes down to rarity and demand. Out of the millions of 2000p South Carolina quarters minted, only a very small number feature the wide AM error. Because of that, collectors are willing to pay top dollar for them. As the years go by, and fewer of these coins remain in circulation, the demand for them continues to rise. The current market value of a 2000p wide AM quarter in mint condition can be around $1.1 million. Yes, you heard me, $1.1 million. But keep in mind, this kind of value is reserved for coins that are in pristine condition, with little to no wear. If the coin has been well preserved, it can fetch a high price at auction or from private collectors. So you might be wondering, if I find one of these rare coins, how do I go about selling it or getting it appraised? First off, it's important to have your coin professionally appraised. Many coin shops and dealers can help you with this, but for a coin as valuable as the 2000p wide AM, you may want to go to an expert in rare coins. A professional grading service can verify if your coin is authentic and in the right condition to fetch top dollar. When it comes time to sell, you can either go through auction houses, where rare coins are often sold to the highest bidder, or you can work directly with private collectors or dealers. Keep in mind, the value of your coin depends on several factors: its condition, rarity, and the current demand in the market. Now, the 2000p South Carolina quarter isn't the only rare coin out there. There are plenty of other state quarters and coins from different series that have also been known to have valuable errors or rare features. For example, the 1999 Connecticut quarter with a die break, or the 2004 Wisconsin quarter with the extra leaf error, are some others you should keep an eye out for. Coin collecting is an exciting hobby because there's always the possibility of finding a treasure in your change, or even in a coin jar that's been collecting dust in your house. So keep searching, and who knows, you might just find the next big rarity. Alright, folks, that wraps up our look at the 2000p South Carolina quarter and its incredible value. If you have any of these coins lying around, it might be time to take a closer look at them. And if you enjoyed this video and want more tips on rare coins and collectibles, be sure to hit that subscribe button, give us a thumbs up, and leave a comment below. I'd love to hear if you've found any rare coins in your collection. We're diving into one of the most talked about coins, the 1983 Washington quarter with a P mint mark. Now, before we start, make sure you're subscribed and hit that notification bell so you never miss out on more exciting coin tips and valuable information. Trust me, you don't want to miss this. So let's begin with a bit of history on the Washington quarter itself. This coin, which features the beloved George Washington on the obverse and a majestic eagle on the reverse, has been in circulation since 1932. However, it's the 1983 Washington quarter that has been creating a significant buzz in recent years due to its extraordinary rarity and value. Now, the 1983 Washington quarter was minted at 3 different locations: Philadelphia, Denver, and San Francisco. But for this video, we're specifically going to focus on the 1983 P Mint Mark quarter. If you don't know what that P stands for, let me explain. The P Mint mark indicates that the coin was produced in the Philadelphia Mint, which is where the U.S. Mint operates its primary production. So, let's get into the heart of this video. Why is the 1983 P Mint Mark Washington quarter so valuable? The short answer: rarity and a significant error. You see, over the years, certain Washington quarters have become highly sought after because of errors during the minting process. But the 1983 P quarter has a particularly interesting story. While most 1983 quarters are still in circulation and worth just their face value of 25 cents, a very small number of 1983 P Mint Mark quarters were released with a unique and noticeable error, an error that has made them worth $1.2 million or even more in some cases. But what's this error exactly? Well, the 1983 P quarter in question was struck with a significant double die obverse error. This is a fancy term that refers to a mistake during the minting process, where the coin was struck multiple times, causing the details on the obverse, the front of the coin featuring George Washington, to be doubled. This is an extremely rare mistake, and one that caught the attention of collectors and experts alike. The doubling isn't always visible to the naked eye, but once it's noticed by a trained professional or through the use of magnification, it becomes quite clear. The error made these quarters stand out, and coin enthusiasts quickly realized how unique they were. As a result, those few coins with the double die obverse error were hoarded, and they now hold immense value. The current market value of a 1983 P Mint Mark Washington quarter with this error can go as high as $1.2 million or even more, depending on its condition and the level of error. Of course, not every 1983 P quarter is going to fetch this kind of price, but even in average condition, these error coins can still command hundreds or even thousands of dollars. Let's take a step back and think about the significance of this coin's value. Imagine you found one of these quarters in your pocket change, and it's worth a small fortune. How amazing would that be? But let's not get ahead of ourselves. How do you go about verifying whether your 1983 P quarter has this error and how much it's actually worth? The first step is to carefully inspect your quarter. The double die obverse error is the most prominent one, so use a magnifying glass or jeweler's loupe to look for any signs of doubling, especially around the date and the inscriptions. Pay attention to any signs of multiple impressions. The doubling may be subtle, but it can definitely be spotted if you look closely. If you spot a doubling on the front, you could be holding a rare and valuable piece. But remember, condition is key. Even a quarter with the double die error might not be worth millions unless it's in excellent condition. Coins are graded based on their quality, and higher grades such as MS65 or above can bring in the highest premiums. A coin in good condition will have less value than one in mint condition. So, make sure to have your coin professionally graded by organizations such as the Numismatic Guarantee Corporation, NGC, or the Professional Coin Grading Service, PCGS. These companies provide an official grade that will help establish the value of your coin. If you don't know where to start, it's a good idea to visit a trusted coin dealer or take your coin to an expert. They can help you determine if your coin is genuine and whether it carries the error. If it does, congratulations. You may just have one of the most valuable quarters in the world on your hands. Now, before you start running to your change jar, let's talk about the current market and the future of these coins. As with any rare coin, the market value of a 1983 P Mint Mark Washington quarter can fluctuate. The value is impacted by factors like demand, rarity, and the number of these coins that are found. However, one thing is for sure, this coin is likely to remain a significant piece for collectors for years to come. One reason these coins are so valuable is the fact that the era was not widely known when it first surfaced. Many of these coins were spent and are now in circulation, meaning only a small percentage of the original mintage is available for collectors. This rarity, combined with the error, makes the 1983 P Mint Mark Washington quarter a must-have for serious numismatists. So, where do you go from here if you think you've found one of these rare quarters? First of all, do some research and compare the coin you have to the known examples of the error. If you believe you have a rare one, have it graded, and then consider putting it up for auction or selling it through a trusted dealer. Remember, you don't want to rush into selling unless you're absolutely sure about the coin's value. Patience is key in this hobby, and sometimes waiting for the right buyer can lead to a much higher return. Washington quarter is a coin that's not only part of American history, but also a treasure for collectors. With its rare double die error, it holds a market value of $1.2 million or more, depending on the condition. But before you get excited, make sure you carefully inspect your coins and, if you think you've found one, get it professionally evaluated. Thank you for joining me today. I hope you learned something new about this amazing coin and its incredible value. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more fascinating content on rare coins, valuable finds, and everything in the world of numismatics. We're diving into something truly fascinating, a story about the 2019 P Mint Mark $quarter coin. What makes this coin so remarkable, you ask? Well, it has a current market value of a staggering $1.3 million. Yes, you heard that right, a $quarter coin that could be worth over $1 million. So, grab your magnifying glass, because today we're going to explore the history, rarity, and the incredible value of this coin. Let's jump right in. Now, before we get into the million-dollar details, let's start with the basics. A $quarter coin, as most of you know, has been an integral part of American currency for over 2 centuries. What makes the 2019 P Mint Mark quarter so special is that it's part of a unique series of state quarters released by the U.S. Mint. For those who might be new to coin collecting, you may not know that coins minted in Philadelphia are marked with a P for Philadelphia Mint. However, in 2019, the U.S. Mint produced a batch of quarters with this particular P Mint mark that, over time, has become very rare and highly sought after. These were the last quarters of the America the Beautiful series, showcasing the stunning beauty of the national parks. The design on the reverse side of the coin shows the American Memorial Park in the Northern Mariana Islands. It is not only a beautiful tribute to the park but also holds a subtle rarity that wasn't immediately apparent to the public. So, what is it about the 2019 P Mint Mark quarter that makes it worth so much money today? It all comes down to an extremely rare error. In some cases, these 2019 P Mint Mark quarters were struck without the P Mint mark. Imagine that. A coin that should have had a mint mark identifying it as being from the Philadelphia Mint was produced without any mark at all. This oversight happened very quietly, and these coins were unintentionally sent out into circulation, not flagged for what they were, a rare mistake. The 2019 P quarter without the mint mark is, in fact, an error coin, and error coins are some of the most sought after and valuable collectibles in the numismatic world. Over the years, collectors and investors alike have learned that finding an error coin can lead to a substantial payoff. And that's exactly what we have here with the 2019 P Mint quarter. Now, let's talk about why these coins are valued at such an astronomical price. For any coin, value is determined by a combination of factors, including rarity, demand, and condition. But error coins tend to break the mold when it comes to valuations. This particular error coin, the 2019 P quarter with no mint mark, has become something of a treasure. Because there were only a limited number of these coins made by mistake, and they were unknowingly circulated among regular quarters, the supply is incredibly limited. If you're lucky enough to find one, you've found something extremely rare. In fact, the highest known sale of a 2019 P mint mark quarter without the mint mark was a jaw-dropping $1.3 million. It wasn't just any collector who bought it. This sale was made to a passionate coin enthusiast who saw the true value in this mistake. It's not often that a simple quarter-dollar coin from just a few years ago reaches such a monumental price, but here we are. Collectors are willing to pay top dollar for error coins because they represent a mistake in the minting process that adds a layer of intrigue and historical importance to the piece. Imagine holding a coin in your hand that was produced with a rare flaw. It's like holding a slice of history. Now that we know why the 2019 P quarter without the mint mark is so valuable, let's talk about how you can identify one in your own collection. If you've been collecting coins or just happen to have some quarters from the 2019 release, you'll want to check each one carefully. Start by looking closely at the reverse side of the coin, where you would normally see the P mint mark just to the right of the eagle's wings. If you don't see the P there, then you may be in possession of one of these error coins. Keep in mind that the missing mint mark is quite small, so you'll need to examine it carefully, ideally with a magnifying glass or a good quality coin microscope. Condition matters when it comes to value as well. A quarter in mint condition, with no scratches, wear, or discoloration, will naturally fetch a higher price than one that's been through years of circulation. Even small imperfections can reduce the value, so make sure to treat any rare finds with care. The discovery of the 2019 P quarter without the mint mark has had a huge impact on coin collectors and investors. It sparked a renewed interest in error coins and has motivated both seasoned collectors and newcomers to coin collecting to look more carefully at the change in their pockets. This coin represents more than just a valuable collectible. It represents a shift in how error coins are viewed and the level of attention they receive from the numismatic community. Many collectors are now combing through their collections with more precision, eager to find coins that could have similar errors or other unique traits that make them stand out. This growing interest in error coins has, in turn, made them more valuable over time. To wrap things up, the 2019 P mint mark quarter without the mint mark is a prime example of how a small error can lead to a huge windfall in the world of coin collecting. With a current value of $1.3 million, this coin stands as a testament to the enduring allure of rare and unique items. If you've got a coin collection or are just starting to get into the hobby, I encourage you to keep an eye out for potential treasures like this. Who knows? The next $1 million find could be sitting right in your wallet or at the bottom of your coin jar. Thank you for watching today's video. If you found this information helpful or exciting, be sure to give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel for more content on coin collecting and other fascinating topics. We're diving into a fascinating topic that could bring a lot of value to your coin collection: the 2014 P mint mark $quarter coins. These coins might seem like just another part of the modern coinage, but some of them are worth a lot more than face value. And we're talking about numbers that could reach as high as $1.4 million. Stick around, because you're about to learn something that could seriously change the way you look at your coins. Before we get into the specifics, let's go over some basic information. The 2014 P quarter is part of the America the Beautiful series, which honors national parks and historic sites from across the United States. In 2014, the coin features the Great Smoky Mountains National Park, which is located on the border between North Carolina and Tennessee. The P mint mark means that this particular coin was minted at the Philadelphia Mint. Now, In terms of production, the 2014 P quarter was released in large quantities, as is typical for most circulating coins. So why are we talking about a coin that seems so common? Well, there's a specific version of this quarter that has caught the attention of collectors and investors. So, what sets certain 2014 P quarters apart from the rest? The answer lies in a rare error that occurred during production. Some 2014 P quarters were struck with a misaligned die, which resulted in a noticeable anomaly on the coin's design. This error is rare, but it's not impossible to find. These error coins can be hard to spot for the untrained eye, but they have a significant impact on their value. The misalignment causes the designs, like the image of the Great Smoky Mountains, to be off-center or slightly blurred, which makes the coin stand out from others. Coins like these are highly sought after in the world of coin collecting, and their value can skyrocket depending on how rare they are. But it's not just any error coin that can fetch such a high price. The true value comes from a very specific variety of this error coin, those that were properly authenticated and graded by professional coin grading services. Grading a coin is the process of evaluating its quality, condition, and authenticity. Coins that are in excellent condition and have a verified error can be worth tens of thousands, or, in some rare cases, even millions. How can a 2014 P quarter be worth up to $1.4 million? Well, a rare 2014 P quarter with a significant misalignment error, graded by experts and authenticated as an extremely rare example, has sold for this eye-popping price. Only a handful of these coins are believed to exist, which makes them highly valuable to collectors who are looking to complete their collections or make a sound investment. The value of a coin like this is determined by a number of factors. First, its rarity plays a huge role. If there are only a few of these misaligned coins in circulation, their value naturally increases. Second, the condition of the coin matters. A coin in near-perfect condition, often referred to as a mint state or MS grade, is worth far more than one that's worn or damaged. Third, the demand for rare error coins plays a major role in driving up the price. To give you a clearer picture, this coin was sold at auction to a private collector who was willing to pay top dollar for it. It's an example of how valuable rare coins can be, especially when they come from a trusted source and have been properly graded. Now, you might be wondering how to identify whether you have one of these valuable coins in your collection. The first step is to make sure your quarter has the P mint mark. Only coins minted in Philadelphia carry this mark, which is what sets them apart. The misalignment error is the key feature that makes certain 2014 P quarters so valuable. If the design appears off-center, blurry, or has any sort of unusual distortion, you could be looking at an error coin. The misalignment should be noticeable to the naked eye. Get your coin graded. If you think you've found a rare 2014 P quarter, your next step is to get it professionally graded. A certified coin grader can determine its authenticity and condition, which can make a huge difference in its value. The world of coin collecting is more than just a hobby. It's also a legitimate market for investment. Rare coins, like the 2014 P quarter, with significant errors can provide an impressive return on investment. Just like with any other collectible, the market for coins fluctuates based on demand and availability. But in recent years, rare coins have seen an increase in value, especially those with unique errors or special qualities. If you're looking to get into coin collecting or investing, it's important to do your research and keep an eye on market trends. While not every 2014 P quarter will fetch millions, understanding how to spot valuable coins and knowing where to get them graded can open up opportunities for profit. So, there you have it. The 2014 P quarter dollar coin may seem ordinary at first glance, but it could be hiding a valuable secret. Whether you're a seasoned collector or someone just getting started, it's worth checking your coins for rare error varieties, as they can be worth a lot more than you think. If you have a 2014 P quarter that you think might be valuable, don't forget to get it checked out by a professional grader. And who knows, you might just have a coin that could bring you thousands, or even millions, in the right market. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video and want to learn more about rare coins and their values, make sure to hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications so you don't miss any future content.